Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. So, I'm going to go deeper into the daily read for today, Tuesday the 14th of July. This month is going fast. We're almost halfway through. And then I'm going to pick some more cards out for the day. I've got a new deck too, look. Woohoo! The archetypes, the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz. I was playing with those last night. Hey Corey. I was playing with those last night and they're really amazing. I really like them. Unfortunately, I'm in Asia and so it's a rip-off. You know, I try and buy the ones that say they've got a guidebook and things thinking that I'm going to get the right one, but no. What can you do, hey? So, let me just show everything up here. Let me just show everything up here. Hey Eva, how you going? What am I going to do? I was going to do something then. Oh, this. Okay. And I did some shopping yesterday, so, you know, I was going to get some stuff for my new readings. Well, I've got some stuff. I've got some really cool stuff. So for my pick a card readings, I got this beautiful shell. How awesome is that? I got this beautiful crystal fluorite. Hello everybody. And I got this bracelet too, this bracelet, and then the shop owner gave me this quartz and also this, which is a tourmaline. It's a pink tourmaline. This camera's just not good enough. I'll have to show you on the real camera. And I did look into using my iPhone as a camera as well. But I need a new lead to connect. I need a USB-C to Lightning to connect it. Hey Liz, love the new cards. They're really nice. I'm really enjoying them. They're very deep. Hey Barbara, good morning. Carolee, I'm good, thank you. Hey Sherry, hey Rodica. First time. Oh, welcome, Rodica. Yeah, I didn't think I'd seen your name before. Going through some changes, so I've been taking a break. Got to catch up on the new videos. Oh, yeah, so I've got new videos this week. New pick a read. I'm really looking forward to doing them, but I'm just waiting for some more decks to arrive because I've got quite a few decks on order, and I think a couple of them are going to arrive this week. And so I'm going to get on with that, with the other videos before I do the pick a card ones. But it's exciting, so let's do it then. Let's get some cards out for the day for everybody. The daily read today was all about empowerment and about not doing that codependent thing, enabling other people, you know, putting other people first. Well, that was quick, and it wants to be on the floor. So this is Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animals, Animal Spirits, whichever way around it is. Oh, we've got the Rhino Spirit today. My new space. Yeah, I thought I'd do these inside, but just because I've got all my shit here. I've got all the cards and everything. I thought, why move them outside? I can do cafe in here. It'll be better once I get my iPhone working as a camera, because then I can get the shot better than this. This is just weird. Sort of like leg shot. So yeah, Rhino Spirit, about obstacles. But it's not about obstacles, it's about overcoming obstacles. Not in a bad way, in a good way. So I've got the Rhino Spirit today. And this is about us, realizing that we're the obstacle, we're the ones that are in the way of ourselves. Just like the daily read was saying, if you haven't seen that yet, it's on my YouTube channel. Just like the daily read was saying, we have these patterns, right? And we think it's normal. And then we get woken up to it. And there was some really good information in the daily read today about codependency, about enabling, that kind of thing, and about being empowered. And today's all about empowerment. And so these obstacles, I'm not feeling like, oh, crap's going to happen today, you're going to have obstacles in the way. That's not what this is saying. This is saying you can overcome those obstacles today by sorting yourself out, really. I mean, that's always the way, isn't it? We sort ourselves out. That's what Be Healing is all about, everyone. Anyway. Helping people to heal themselves so that we can have what we want. Because it's always us that's standing in our way, right? Everyone knows that. well, maybe not everyone knows that, but people that are here generally know that, especially those that got the biggest block reading. So everybody, what should I do this next weekend? I need to decide what the half price sale will be. This weekend it's either, you can choose for me, either my love readings, soulmate readings, twin flame readings, or my abundance readings, my money readings. Which would you like? You get to choose. You can tell me in here this morning, because I'm just about to record the daily reads for next week today. Let's get a tarot card with these beautiful creatures cards. Love my crystals. Thanks, Radhika. And it's better with the mosquito situation as well, sitting inside here. Hi, Eva. Barbara, if you want cards, I can get them here in America and send them to you. Well, I could do that too, but the trouble is, here in Thailand, they're very protective of their people, and they're protective of their land. It's a good thing, but it also means that things coming in is very difficult, and we get taxed heavily on stuff coming in, or it doesn't arrive. And so there are certain places that we can get things from Thai companies, and they'll let those things in. So I can order things online, and this is the kind of stuff that I get. Now, if I've tried to get stuff sent from Australia and America before, it hasn't arrived. So unless it's a personal parcel and you can tell that it's not new stuff in it, they will open it. They will open it, and they will hold it ransom if it even gets to me, and they'll want money from it. They don't want things being sent in from outside. That's why Apple products are so expensive here too. It's like they don't want American stuff here. They don't want all of that. But apparently they'll have Chinese cheap stuff, which is really annoying. So yeah, I would really like to buy the real ones. Of course I would. I mean, it's, you know, the creators of these things. I want them to have my money, not some Chinese print house. You think abundance, Sherry? Money in abundance. Oh. You love my voice like a gentle fairy. You reckon? Barbara. Yeah, a lot of people say I've got a calming voice. What's with the tarot cards today? You know, it took ages for me to get a personal card today. I got the decadence, whatever that is. It says abruption. I don't even know what that means either. I take decadence as being a good thing. Come on, let's get a tarot card for the day for everybody. I might have to cut the deck if one's not going to fly out. Hi Rose. Hi Christine. Hi Liz. Come on. That was kind of falling out, wasn't it? Oh, we don't want that one. Here we go. Maybe I'm just too good a shuffler. We've got the Page of Swords, inspection, looking closely at things, to what to cut out. Again, this is really similar to this card, isn't it? To the Rhino. It's about us sorting stuff out today. It's not about problems showing up. It's about looking at how, or what we can cut out and how we can cut it out too. So that's the tarot card of the day. That was the Page of Swords. Very beginning energy, isn't it? The Page of Swords. Beginner's energy. Now the new deck. So yeah, I'm really loving these cards. They're really cool. These, what are they called? Wild Unknown Archetypes. I'm really liking them. They're by Kim Kranz. So let's get one of these out. This was really slow coming out for me in my personal cards today. You're going to say soulmate. The soulmate readings always do really well. But yeah, I'm good either way, you know, it just depends what people want. We tend to pick the reading that is in the energies, right? So, in the energies at the time. So, a lot of you said abundance, so let's do that. Do love next week. So let's get a card for everybody today for this, from this deck and the new deck. So these are much smaller than the originals, And it's good because I've seen other people using the originals and they're massive and they're very hard to handle. People have trouble shuffling them. They are kind of difficult to shuffle because of the shape of them, but at least these are small enough to get your hands around them. So I'm kind of glad that I don't have the originals of these. Maybe they need to change them to be smaller cardstock, because these are a really nice size. And you can put your coffee on them. That one wants to come out. No, you wouldn't put your coffee on them. Right, that's really nice. We've got the stone. So I'm reading these cards intuitively. I don't have the guidebook. But we've got the stone, which is a crystal in this picture. And it's in a triangle, in a square, and a circle. So it's like crystal energy, which is interesting because we've got lots of crystal energy around me today, for sure. So crystals might be calling to you today. Yay! How cool is that? That even matches the microphone, doesn't it? Crystal on my microphone. So those are the cards for today. Abundance. Let's do abundance. Okay, we'll do that. Right, let's get some normal cards. Normal cards. Inner self-guidance cards for today. Up until now, a mirror reflection. So we've got people, or we've had people around us that are mirroring ourselves too. So if you're one of those overgivers, you'll have overgivers around you, and you might think it's kind of normal to overgive because of that, or to attract takers. You might be thinking that everyone in the world is a taker, or all the men are takers, stuff like that, because you've had confirmation bias. Who you are, your beliefs and everything, it gets mirrored back to you, and it makes it seem like there's only one kind of experience in life, or just a few experiences in life, and it's not true. And so today it's all about investigating that. It's about seeing what we're doing to ourselves. It's getting some kind of awareness on how we are manifesting the obstacles and the problems and stuff, and not necessarily the problems, but things that we don't want. So yeah, there's interesting energies today. I feel like it could be a day where there's lots of clarity, where you get a lot of clarity and clearing stuff out. We've got innocent and clear within as well. Clearing out what isn't ours, clearing out what we've picked up from other people. Getting back to our innocence like we were when we were a kid. It's come up in so many people's readings. Hey Belinda, you're late. Put you in detention. Getting back to our innocence, how we were as a kid before we learned all those adult theory kind of things. That we can't have what we want, we can't do what we want, we've got to fit in, we've got to please other people. That really causes problems. And then we spend our lives unlearning that. And then once we've got to some certain point where we've unlearned a lot of that crap, we're getting back to our innocence, then we can really get going. Then we can really get going in life and get the things that we want. Again, we've got the past card, we've got the up until now card, and mystery. So sometimes you can't see the path that you've been on and how it is leading you to what you really want, but it always is. Even the past, it's not like you're manifesting wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong, and then you'll start doing it right. Believe it or not, we actually chose the restrictions, the teachings, all of the crap that's been in our lives. We chose it, and it's for good reason, so we get the information so that we'll reach higher. Yeah? That's how evolution happens. We've got to have the challenges, we've got to have stuff not going right for us to even want even better. Those people that have just like some kind of a bland kind of life, they that have no big challenges, they never have deep desires for better. They're not the movers and shakers in the world. They're not the ones that create change. Now when you look at people like you and me, we're the minority, right? People that are switched on spiritually, we're the minority. It seems. I don't know what the percentages would be like, but we come to this point because of the challenges, right? there seems to be big purpose for it. There seems to be like this mystery path, you know? It seems like the whole world order is going to change very soon. It's in that flux moment at the moment, isn't it? And there must be a reason that we've all been through those things for that evolution, as I said, for us to reach for even better, you know, to want better. Hey, T. I forget what your first name is. Tina, is it? Oh, this coffee's good this morning. So 2 cards about the past have come up for today. And they're all yellow and blue. We've got a red card out now. So that's interesting. So the past mirror reflections of people that we've had around ourselves. And the past mystery path that we've been on that's leading us to where we are now and where we're going to. And getting back to our innocence like we were when we were a kid. Unlearning stuff. Teresa, that's it. You know, I have so many customers called Teresa, Teresa. I've got so many of you. But luckily, all of you spell your names differently. You're the, ESA. There's an EZA. There's Therese and Therese. You all spell it different. That's good. Everyone calls you T. Okay, we'll call you T then. Religious as a kid, religious as an adult. So we've also got criticism and friend. Oh, great. Great. So you're getting criticised by a friend today. I've got to stay true to ourselves, right? You know, our friends could be doing different stuff. I think that came up in the daily read. Our friends could be doing different stuff, want different stuff, have a different idea. And that's good. They can do that in their life, right? They don't need to impose that on us. But you could have if someone's not getting on and making their choices in their lives, if you've got some friends that are like that, then they could be trying to impose their guidance onto you instead, telling you that it'd be a good idea if you did their guidance. It's like, no, that's your guidance for you, for your life. I've got my guidance for mine, I'll do my thing. So just bear that in mind today or tomorrow if you're not in Tuesday already, Tuesday the 14th, that maybe just put it back at them saying, I think that guidance is for you, not for me. Yeah. Okay, who wants a reading? So if you want a mini reading from me, just pop up a message saying me please. You can ask a question if you want, or you can just leave it open to your higher self to tell you what it needs to know. I'll be picking out 4 cards for you from these Inner Self Guidance cards by Lynn Bell. I've got 3 decks in here with 21 missing apparently. Friends look at me like I'm an alien when I speak of spirit. Really? You're still around people like that, Barbara? Are you? I very rarely speak about my work unless I can see or feel that someone is switched on to that. I tend not to. I tend to talk to people about other stuff in my social life, I mean. But I don't hang out with a lot of people like that, you know. I speak to people at their level, you know. I don't bring stuff up. Corey, throat chakra, blue stuff we may have held on to in the past and not said, and solar plexus yellow could be troubles with will, personal power. Yeah, it's all about empowerment today, but not as in harsh empowerment like standing up for yourself and yelling and stuff like that. It's more about realizing how you've been disempowering yourself. It gets in really sneaky, that disempowerment. Childhood friends. You're still around them, Barbara. Wow. I've lived in 4 continents since I was at school. I'm not hanging out with my school friends, although I am in touch with some of them, but hardly at all. Our lives are so different. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm just having my coffee. It is a cafe after all. Hey. You have an important day coming up, Christine. Awesome. getting busier in here. I am going to change the format soon. Once it gets too much, it will be donation readings only. But we'll keep going. As long as I can keep going doing this, it's fun. So yeah, make the most of it while it's still free. It's nice to show you all what my readings are like anyway. Right, okay, I've been criticised by everyone today, but I'm still smiling. You rock the world. Yes, you do. Okay, Belinda's up first. Belinda. Ooh, how about that? Just asked about what the half-price reading style should be. And it's going to be abundance this next weekend, but you've got to make love and abundance. So you get your true abundance when you're doing what you love. That's because you're naturally motivated to do it, right? There's not many things that I would get up for at 7 o'clock in the morning. There's not many things that I'd do that, but I find this really fun. And when you find what's really fun for you, Belinda, when you're doing what you love, you'll have that motivation. That will put your energy into it, your love energy into it. That's when the love energy comes back in abundance. So, yeah. And it's a path to finding what you really love, right? Even though I've been doing this for 20 years, professionally. It's changed along the way, you know? Be Healing has changed along the way. And the way that I've been doing it has changed. And now I'm really getting... These videos is what I really love. Even more than the private readings now. So it's still evolving. So it's always a path, you know, to what you love. And so relax. Belinda, relax about your work. Relax about it. You are on the path to finding what you love. It's not one set in stone thing. It evolves as we evolve, as we learn and we grow, and we make preferences and stuff. Okay. I just got the sweats from the coffee. So that's Belinda. Corey. There's too many messages, so I can't see the ones that are coming up, sorry. At the bottom. I'm just keeping it so I don't have to scroll around. I'm keeping it at the one at the reading that I'm doing. Corey, you've got the same card, make love. This is about doing what you love. Simply do what you love. Even if it's not work, even if you're not getting paid for it, just start doing it. That's what I'm doing with my YouTube channels, right? I'm just doing it. I'm just doing readings. I'm just doing it. And then people come to get readings from me because I'm doing it. That's what I said when I had a lot of readers working for me years ago on behealing.com. That's what I used to tell them, you know. A lot of them were really quiet. A lot of them never even got going. They never got into that abundance vibe or letting it in. But that's what I tell them, is just start doing it. Just start doing it. Get on the Be Healing Facebook page and just start doing it. Start giving people readings. If you just do it, people come. Build it and they come. Go within. Corey, go within. Going well, go within. Feel it. Feel that things are going well. You are on that path to it. Same as Belinda. You're on the path to doing what you love. Radhika. Radhika's first reading. Okay. So, Radhika, you've got the time alone card and the respect card. And so this time alone that you've been spending may be locked down. Or maybe not locked down, you know. I've been, since we came out of lockdown here, I've been spending more time alone than I did in lockdown. I've been socialising less. But I'm just really focused on certain things at the moment and really enjoying it too. So yeah, yours has all been about learning to respect yourself more. And so it's like you're being taught, Radhika, to make better decisions for yourself. When it's imposed on you, when you've got to stay at home, instead of maybe doing things or having access to things that weren't that good for you, maybe things that were wasting your time before. And all of those things are taken away. You know, it's like a kid that has like a lot of stuff, yeah? It has an iPhone and an iPad and all of this stuff, and they get into unhealthy patterns, right? When they've got access to everything. Kids can really easily get into that addictive patterns and not like playing outside, not going to see the friends, things like that, the actual healthy things that we do. Feeling the same for you. So this time alone that you've been getting, you've been kind of being taught how to respect yourself more. So things have been taken away from you to show you you can actually choose this for yourself, and it would be respecting yourself more. Also, Radhika, you've got play and service here, which means your work, how you are of service, needs to be more fun. I'm not saying you're doing it in a boring way, but maybe you're choosing to do something that isn't fun for you. And so not only should we love what we do so we've got that motivation, but it should be fun as well. That's motivating as well, right? So yeah, if you've lost the fun factor, get that back, Radhika. It's nice. Eva is next. Eva, you've got sabotage and flowing, so you're sabotaging the flow, you're throwing a spanner in the works. Things start flowing. What is it? Eva, do you get a bit scared that it might get too much? When the ball starts rolling or the car starts rolling down the hill, you slam the handbrake on. You get scared that it might get too fast. It could be that. But there's some kind of fear that pops up when you get in the flow and you throw a spanner in the works. Let's get some more information about that, Eva. Travel. One step at a time. So you're sabotaging your travel. Instead of taking it one step at a time. It's like all or nothing. You think that you need to do it all or be ready for it all. Instead of just taking it one step at a time. That could be the way that you're sabotaging it. Or why you're sabotaging it. Hope it makes sense to you. Liz is up next. The Wi-Fi wasn't great this morning. I'm hoping it's okay now. But at 6 o'clock it was really bad. It looks like it's a bit slow to me. Is it a bit slow? Liz, you got joy and forgive them. Yeah. I feel like, Liz, this is friends and people in your life, maybe family, that are miserable. And you might have been trying to lift them up. You might have been trying to make them happy. They just won't choose that for themselves, and that can be really frustrating. And so you just go about having joy for yourself, Liz, and forgive them for their choices. As I said, we choose our challenges for a reason. If they're choosing misery at the moment, they are storing up that joy for later. I mean, they're going to, hopefully, in this lifetime, at some point, choose joy because of that misery that they've been choosing. So don't judge them. Just know that they're on the path, same as everyone else. You've got judgment separates and find a new approach here, Liz. Find a new approach to dealing with them and letting them be on where they are on the path. So they're in the challenge part of the path, so don't judge them for that. Just find some way within yourself to be at peace with wherever they're at. They will find the way. They've got the higher selves too. Sherry, you've got understanding and weight. I don't know why I'm showing these cards because I know you can't see them properly with this camera. It's the MacBook Air Camera. I got a new MacBook Air a few weeks ago. The camera's terrible on it. Terrible. Anyway. By Friday I should have the lead to connect my iPhone to it and use it. There's an app. There's an app that I can buy so I can use my iPhone as the camera. So it'll be better. Sherry, you've got understanding and weight. I'll show you anyway, even though you can't see. Understanding and weight. Sometimes you just got to understand that you got to wait for stuff. It's that simple. Sometimes you just got to be patient, even if you don't know what you're waiting for. As I often say, we're often waiting for ourselves. I wonder what you're waiting for. Have some understanding of why you're waiting. Often we're waiting for ourselves to change, you know. Like someone said yesterday, maybe, you know, with my YouTube channel's blowing up at the moment and it's awesome. My business has kind of reached capacity now and it's awesome. I'm loving it. And I'm not stopping, I'm going with that momentum of and everything. But someone said yesterday, maybe people weren't ready for you before. And it's not true. I know it's not true. It's me that wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to show up as much as I'm showing up now. didn't have the energy for it. I didn't have the empowerment for it. I didn't have the drive for it. And now I do. And so it was me that I was waiting for. And in the same way you're waiting for yourself, Sherry. But it's about jealousy. It's about being in the moment. It's about not letting, it's like being okay with yourself in the moment, I'll get this out eventually. It not being about what other people think about it, that will think about you. Yeah? And so if I try and explain through my experiences, if I was doing this business and if I was doing it to please you all, like if I was getting these cards and these crystals and stuff like that to please you all, instead of getting the stuff that I really love and doing the readings that I really love, if I was doing it to try and please all of you guys, I'm thinking, what would Sherry really want me to do? If I was doing that, my channel, my work, and my business would be crap. Yeah, and I feel like you're in that kind of it can be tempting to do that, right? Because you guys are my customers, so isn't it right to want to please the customer? Isn't the customer always right? It's like, well, no, you've got to do what you love, and then those people that love that and connect with that come to you. And so hopefully you can apply that kind of thing into your life, Sherry. It'll be more subtle than that. Like, I can only see it clearly in mine because I've been through it, kind of thing. Childhood friends, Barbara. Chris, hi Chris. I didn't even see you were on. I can't see the messages though. I'll lose my place if I do. Chris. You got the patience card as well. Well, someone had the weight card, but you got the patience card. Believe in yourself. Yeah, have patience as you feel better and better and better about yourself. You're on this path. And often this path is an internal path, you know, it's just about us feeling better about ourselves. And it's like raising our self-confidence up, or our self-belief up, or our self-worth. It can be all those self things, you know, how we feel about ourselves. And it comes bit by bit with different experiences. But along that path to you feeling better and believing in yourself, Chris, you've got willingness and is it true? So you've got to be willing to face the beliefs that you've got, the thoughts that you're having about yourself especially. We store up judgments from other people. So if someone's judged you in your past, especially in your childhood, those can stick with us when our inner voice turns into that critical person telling us all those things again, or all that criticism, and you've got to face those. They don't just go away. We can't just ignore them away. They run in the background. Those neural networks are there, still there in the brain, firing away, running in the background, and we've got to be willing to see them. You know, it's like sweeping things under the rug. That dirt doesn't go away. It just doesn't go away. Sometimes you've got to pick up that rug and face the dirt, turn the light on so you can see it, and then sweep it up. Carolee. Carolee's next. Carolee, you've got perfection up until now. The perfectionist, Carolee. I feel like this is what you're unraveling today. You know, today is a bit of a unraveling how you've been disempowering yourself day. And this, Carolee, this has been a kind of way that you've been disempowering yourself, thinking that you need to be perfect. So it feels like, Carolee, you've been waiting to do certain things until you've reached some kind of a level where you think you'll be comfortable with yourself, but there never is that level. It's never about outside stuff. It's just about how you feel about yourself. So it's time to love yourself. And choose to change. Choose to change how you're thinking about yourself. Yeah, we can often do that, you know. Like, I don't want to do videos until I'm slim enough. Or I don't want to stop doing this kind of work until I've got this amount of money. And, you know, we have all of these things, but what we're really saying is, I'm not loving and accepting myself where I am now. I need this thing outside of myself first, and then I will. And it's never true. It's never true. There you go, Carolee. Rose is up next. Rose. You got believe in yourself and connection, Rose. This is saying believe yourself over them. If someone's given you a contradictory point of view, that's for them, not for you. You don't take it on for yourself. You believe in yourself. Believe in your ideas, your perspective. Because that's for you. Yeah? Whenever other people are trying, well, it could just be that they're offering their opinion, but you're thinking that it means that they think their opinion is right for you. Or they could be trying to put it on you too. But yeah, don't take it on, Rose. Don't take it on. Like I said before, it could be a good day to tell people, yeah, that guidance is for you, you know, not for me. Rose, it feels like you're trying to fix something. You've got the reach out and face the situation card. It feels like you're trying to fix a relationship or fix a situation that's unfixable because they're at where they're at. You're just not a vibe, right? We can't fix them. It's not broken. If someone is a different vibration than us, they've got a different point of view than us, they're not broken. It just means that that connection is broken, that we're not the same vibration of them, and so you need to face it. You're not the same vibration as them, and it's okay. They don't need to be the same vibration as you. So let them go, let them be themselves. Unconditional love time. Christine's important day. Did I do you already, Barbara? I feel like I have. No. Okay, Christine. Important day is coming up. An important day when you will be heard. For you to speak up, that's what I'm seeing. And you're getting your moment on the podium kind of thing. You've got this moment and I'm heard. Your energy is always being heard, right? By the universe. So this important day that you've got coming up, you think like you're waiting for that day, but your energy is being heard right now. You're preparing yourself for that right now. You're preparing the manifestation of that day with your energy right now. Your superpower is your consciousness, what you're thinking, and your energy, what you're feeling. And so even though you think it's what you say or how you are on that day, that important day, it's not. It's how you are now. There's always a lag time to our manifestation. So bring yourself into the now because your energy is being heard now. Are you in court or something like that? It feels like something like that, something where you get to be heard. But your energy right now is the most important in this situation for this big day, yes. One step at a time, empower yourself. Standing in your power, Christine. Standing up for yourself, standing in your power, one step at a time. You're learning this empowerment, and yeah. It's an energetic thing, empowerment. Interesting. Barbara? Weighty decisions, they're not that weighty at all. You've got cleanse and decide. You need to, before you can make a decision, Barbara, you need to let go of all the crap that's around that decision. Like, oh, this is a life or death decision. You're putting way too much weight on it. So you cleanse the beliefs around that decision first, then make the decision. Then the decision will be easy. Because you won't be adding so much crap onto it. So it's like, oh, what will this person think, and how will it affect that person? And you're just adding so much to it. And then when you get rid of all those beliefs, it'll be really clear what your decision should be. It is clear to you anyway, by the way. You're just playing all the what ifs. So you got completion and play. Yeah, I feel like you're dancing around this decision that you know you're going to make. You're playing the what if game. I don't know why. But stop playing that. Stop playing the what if game. 2 T, I'd love to know what Spirit has to say to me about guilt and shame and the best way to move forward from that. Yeah. Asia's the next continent you need to visit, Corey. T, guilt and shame, what's that about? Okay. You've got gratitude and be with nature. It's the antidote, right? The antidote to guilt is getting in the moment now, being with nature. Nature never judges, does it? Never judges at all. Doesn't make you feel guilty about anything. Oh, some people can. Some people can make themselves feel guilty about nature and think that nature is a problem. Nature doesn't have a problem. Human beings might have a problem. Like, nature will always persist. Nature is solid. There's not a problem with nature at all. Now, whether human beings are still going to be around is another thing. But yeah, humans aren't destroying nature. Nature, you know, it'll always come back. Anyway, so that energy of nature is persistent, it's non-judgmental, it's unconditional. And so just get yourself out into that. So T, don't focus on the guilt. Don't focus on trying to clear it. Do something else instead. Be out in nature and be in gratitude. Distraction. You can't fix a problem at the vibration of the problem. You can't focus on the problem. Sometimes we just need to distract ourselves. And that seems to go against what I just said about lifting the rug up and cleaning that dirt up. I know. There is a time for doing that, but it's not for you. That the time isn't right for you to do that. And so write down what's overwhelming you. You've got overwhelming and right here. Write down what's overwhelming, all that guilt stuff. Write it all down just to get it out, like in a journal. And hand it over to your higher self and like, you sort this out. I'm going out for a walk in nature. You need to distract yourself at the moment. And if you find that you can't stop thinking, oh, there's a dog. There's a dog on the rock outside of my place. A black dog. I've not seen that one before. So if you find things are going around and around in your head, T, about this guilt and stuff and trying to fix it and wanting to fix it and sort it out and what can you do and all of that kind of stuff. Just write all of that stuff down, hand it over to your higher self, distract yourself, do something else instead. Because then solutions come through later on, yeah. Yeah, come visit Asia when it's open. It's not open right now. I'm hoping they're going to make a decision today or tomorrow about the visa situation because we're really stuck right now. I'm hoping they're going to say we can extend for another month or they'll automatically extend it for another month just so that borders can be open. Even next month it's going to be impossible because if Thailand and Malaysia open at the same time, on the same day, how does everyone get through that checkpoint if we've got to get out on the same day as well? If that's when everyone's visas end here at the end of this next month. How is that even possible? How can everyone get through one border at the same time? Anyway, I'm hoping someone's thinking about that and that they tell us soon because time is ticking. You're welcome, Belinda. Veronica. Give T a hug. Corey. Ooh, releasing singing videos and guitar videos on Instagram. Cool. Well, if you're liking it, people will like it, Corey. Eva, may I ask a question? I want to know if I'm on the right path. Or am I still being resistant? Been making some changes, so I guess I need some clarification. Okay. Well, we're always a bit resistant, aren't we? And we're always on the right path. So let's see what your higher self says about it. Oh, new approach to healing. Eva, are you a healer? You've got to find a new approach to healing. So you are on the right path. You're being shown the path. If you're a healer, you're being led to do what it is. And so we always do it for ourselves first, right? So you are being led. So yeah, you're on the right path. Of course, you'll have some resistance to that. But just let it unfold. Because it's going to lead you to what is fulfilling, because you've got the fulfillment card, but you've got the doubt cancels abundance card. That's interesting. Just because you didn't choose the abundance reading for this weekend, and this is saying you should have. You kind of should have. So yes, you have some resistance to looking at your blocks to abundance, but that's what's holding you back from fulfillment, right? I bought my first book on Kindle. I didn't need to. I can actually get a free copy, but I didn't. I just bought it. It's just like, oh, I'll just buy it. And I'm glad I did, because the format's all messed up in Kindle, right? So it used to be CreateSpace, that where you created your books and everything for Amazon and for Kindle. You did it in there, and then it switched over to Amazon. I'm presuming to Amazon itself. I'm presuming that that's when it messed up. That was ages ago. But the format is terrible. From February, because it's a daily thing, from February the 27th in the book, it repeats February the 27th before every other one. So, and then I tried, so then I'm like into my Amazon account, my author account, trying to fix it, and I can't. It's corrupt. The file is so corrupt that I can't even edit it. So I'm onto Amazon saying, my Kindle book's messed up. And I can't even fix it. Like, you need to do something. I said, find the uncorrupted file. I hope they've managed to do it, because I really don't want to spend a day. It'll take me more than a day to fix it, to reformat it and everything. If I can't even get a copy of it. I don't have a copy of it here on this Mac. Let everything go, start fresh, Rodica says. That's very freeing to do that. Glad to hear your reassurance from the guides, Corey. Forgiveness of self, Belinda. Rodica, thank you. Lockdown didn't apply to me. Oh. Did lots of shifts, clearing rubbish from my life. Awesome. Totally resonate. Yeah, but I was really busy as well. During lockdown, we're out of it now. I mean, the borders aren't open, but it's about 50 days now that there's not been any COVID in this country, apart from people bringing it in. Thai's repatriation bringing it in. But they've gone straight into quarantine, so... Fear, that explains it. Hey Anne, how are you? Rodica's getting fun back, awesome. Pampering yourself. I really enjoyed my shopping trip yesterday. I really did. I tried to find myself a ring as well. The ring that I had in my dream, but I couldn't. Anne, yes, you can have a reading. And then I'm out of here after this. So sorry if someone else has come along after. But Anne will be the last one. You can always get my introductory readings, by the way, as well. Let's try and get past all of this stuff. My introductory readings are available right now. There's the link for it. So that's a one-page reading if you want to try me out for a personal read. Anne, you've got follow my knowing and be vulnerable. Following your intuition does make you feel vulnerable. I feel like you've got a pushy person around you. It's not Corey. I feel like you've got a pushy person around you who, like a gaslighter, someone that's trying to make you question your reality, question your intuition. You're like, I think this is good for me, and they're like, no, it's not, you're crazy. That gaslighting kind of thing, it makes you feel vulnerable, but stick to your intuition. Today's all about empowerment, right? It could be, this is what's coming up for you. And you don't need to be around this person. I feel like you're trying to cling to this person or keep some kind of a connection with this person because you fear not having that, but they're not worth having in your life. So question why you even want that person in your life. Why are you trying to fix it? Is it just an ego thing? Is it like you wanting to have the last word or wanting to be right, wanting to fix it, that kind of thing? Don't do it. Like, it's not fixable. It's unfixable. You don't need to sort people like that out. Interesting. Your Wi-Fi is a little slow tonight. I think mine's a little slow. Chris. You're welcome, Liz and Sherry and... Oh, there's 2 Sherrys on. Lots of Sherry. Okay, Sherry Hayes. My maiden name is Hayes, but not spelt your way. Yeah, I'll do you, Sherry. You ready to face the dirt, Barbara? Bang on, Claire, for Carolee. Christine, it's about the financing to have my business. Oh, yeah. I feel like I've already received. But what if? Don't play the what if game, Barbara. It's not a fun game to play. T, wow, thank you, Claire, that's so right on. I've been spending a lot of time out in my gazebo on my deck. Oh, nice. Outdoor with your plants. Perfect. Yes, that sounds perfect. Distraction is best. And then you get, you know, it's like when you're trying to remember someone's name and you're like, what's the name, what's the name, what's the name? You can't remember the name. And then you do something else. And then you remember. It's like walking into the bathroom to do something, or the kitchen to do something. You're like, what am I here for? You can't remember. And then you walk out to go and do something else. You forget about it, and then you remember. Solutions come when we distract ourselves. T's on the right track for sure. Been on for years. Vow to get that particular issue completely right in my next life. In your next life. Sort it out this life. You can do it. You can do it. It's not Corey. Yeah, I know it's not Corey. Harley. Is that who I was talking about? I don't like Harley. You can tell Harley and I don't like him. You're welcome, Christine. Sherry. Okay, Sherry Hayes. You're the last one. And then I'm out of here. Ooh, Sherry Hayes. You got Lovers and Intimacy. Woo, woo. Okay. What's that about? Oh. Yeah, rethinking things and then coming back to what you decided before. That's what I'm hearing for you, Sherry. Lovers and Intimacy. So it feels like you are in a relationship. And maybe someone else comes along and then you're like, should I be in a relationship with them? And then you think about it and you feel about it and then you're like, oh, no, I'm good in my relationship. It's that kind of thing. It's like freedom and knowing is what you've got here, Lovers and Intimacy. You're free to know that you can make another decision, but then you're also free to know that you've made the right decision in the first place. It's nice energy, this. It's like someone's come in to test, but not to test you, to make you realise that you do know what you want. Now, if you are single, Sherry, this is really similar. This is saying you're holding out for the kind of person that you want, and then someone comes in that isn't quite right for you, and you say, no thanks, I'm going to wait for what I want. Yeah? You're free to choose. It's really nice energies for you, Sherry. You're free to choose who you want to be with. The best for you. I like it. Yeah, Corey doesn't like him either. That's all hate on, what's his name? Harley. Let's all hate on Harley. Well, they have their place in the world, but we don't need to be around them. Well, there we go. So thank you everyone for coming along. Don't forget, hit like on this video. Helps get me out there. Share my videos with your friends as well. Get them to come along to Psychic Cafe. Now, I do seem to have reached a bit of a limit in Psychic Cafe now. I do want it to grow. And so you'll all see that there's like a little dollar symbol at the bottom. When it gets really busy, that'll be the way that you can get these mini readings. So I'll change the format. Maybe I'll pick out cards for each sign and then and do the donation kind of reads for people, the little mini reads. But we'll see. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming along and supporting my channel. It's very much appreciated. And have a great day or night, whatever. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. It doesn't want to switch off.